Hello, and welcome back to Time Capsule, Stories That Shaped the Era. I'm your host, Alex Monroe, and I'm excited to dive into another pivotal moment in history with you. Today, we're turning our attention to 1992 and the unforgettable events of the LA riots. Join me as we explore the events that shook a city to its core, examining the causes, reactions, and lasting impact of this transformative time. So, grab your seat and get ready to travel back in time with me as we uncover the story of 1992, the LA riots, a city in flames. Los Angeles, in the early 90s, was a city grappling with significant challenges. The crack epidemic was wreaking havoc in many neighborhoods, leading to a surge in crime and violence. The LAPD's relationship with the African American community was strained, marked by allegations of excessive force and racial profiling. Economic disparities were stark, with poverty and unemployment rates disproportionately affecting minority populations. But amidst these hardships, there was also an undeniable sense of resilience and community spirit. The arts and entertainment scenes were thriving, with Los Angeles cementing its status as a cultural hub. The music industry saw the rise of influential artists across various genres, from hip-hop and R&B to alternative rock. However, beneath the surface, tensions were simmering, ultimately reaching a breaking point in 1992 with the eruption of the LA riots. This pivotal moment in the city's history not only exposed deep-seated social issues, but also sparked important conversations about race, justice, and the need for systemic change. As we delve into the events leading up to the LA riots, it's essential to understand the complex tapestry of a city that was both vibrant and troubled, setting the stage for an upheaval that would leave an indelible mark on Los Angeles and its residents. The Rodney King incident was a pivotal moment in the history of not only Los Angeles, but also the entire United States. The brutal beating of Rodney King by 4 LAPD officers and the subsequent acquittal of these officers on charges of excessive force sent shockwaves through the city and the country at large. It became a symbol of police brutality and injustice, igniting long-simmering tensions between the LAPD and the African American community. The notorious video footage of the beating spread quickly, sparking outrage and protests. It was a turning point that exposed systemic issues of racism and inequality, and it prompted a national conversation about police conduct and race relations. The aftermath of the Rodney King incident ultimately led to the 1992 Los Angeles riots, a 6-day period of civil unrest that resulted in widespread destruction and violence. The city was in a state of chaos, with buildings burning and looting rampant. The events of 1992 profoundly impacted not only the city, but the entire nation, serving as a wake-up call and a catalyst for change. The responses to the Rodney King incident and the subsequent riots highlighted the need for reforms in law enforcement, as well as broader societal changes to address the deep-rooted issues of racial injustice. It was a period of turmoil, but it also brought about important discussions and actions aimed at creating a more just and equitable society. As the trial of the officers involved in the beating of Rodney King began, tensions in Los Angeles ran high. The world watched with bated breath as the city awaited the verdict. When the officers were acquitted, the anger and frustration of the community spilled over into the streets, igniting what would later become known as the LA riots. The trial and its outcome called into question the fairness and accountability of the justice system. Many felt that the officers had not been held accountable for their actions, fueling a deep sense of injustice and anger among the residents of Los Angeles. In the aftermath of the trial and acquittal, the city was left reeling, and the events of 1992 became a stark reminder of the need for reform and fair treatment within the justice system. The riots and their underlying causes brought to light the deep-seated issues of inequality and systemic injustices that continue to plague our society today. As we reflect on this turbulent period in history, it's important to acknowledge the impact of the trial and its outcome, and to work towards a justice system that truly serves and protects all members of our community. In the midst of the protests, tensions rise and the situation in Los Angeles begins to escalate. With emotions running high and long-standing injustices coming to a head, the city finds itself on the brink of chaos. During this critical time, it's important to delve deeper into the factors that led to this eruption of violence. Issues of racial inequality, economic disparity, and social injustice have been building for years, ultimately resulting in a powerful outpouring of community frustration and anger. As we reflect on these events, it's crucial to consider the human stories behind the headlines. The individuals whose lives were forever altered by the unrest in LA. By understanding the human impact of these events, we can gain insight into the profound significance of this period in history. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the complex layers of this pivotal moment, uncovering the rich tapestry of voices and experiences that have shaped the narrative of the LA riots. As the flames of the LA riots consumed the city, the personal stories of those caught in the midst of the chaos were as varied as they were poignant. From business owners whose livelihoods went up in smoke, to residents witnessing their neighborhoods engulfed in violence, the human experiences were overwhelming. One striking account came from Jane Doe, who vividly recalls the fear and desperation of being trapped in her own home as the riot raged outside. Her voice trembles as she describes the sounds of sirens, the acrid smell of smoke, and the uncertainty of whether help would arrive in time. Another powerful story comes from John Smith, who struggled to protect his family while facing the harsh realities of looting and destruction in his neighborhood. His emotional account of standing guard and feeling helpless against the turmoil reflects the deep impact the events had on ordinary people. These personal narratives offer a glimpse into the raw emotions and harrowing experiences that defined the LA riots for so many individuals. Their voices, filled with resilience and vulnerability, serve as a reminder of the strength and fragility of the human spirit in the face of adversity. During the LA riots in 1992, the world watched in shock and disbelief as the city of Los Angeles was engulfed in flames. The media coverage surrounding the events was unprecedented, with news outlets providing around-the-clock reporting of the chaos and destruction. From captivating live broadcasts to gripping on-the-ground footage, the eyes of the world were fixated on the unfolding events. The power of media coverage during the LA riots cannot be overstated. Images of burning buildings, looting, and violent clashes dominated television screens, newspapers, and magazines, leaving a lasting impact on viewers. The raw and unfiltered nature of the coverage brought the harsh realities of the riots directly into people's living rooms, sparking conversations and debates about the underlying issues in society. From passionate reporters risking their own safety to capture the truth, to journalists delving into the root causes of the unrest, the media played a crucial role in shaping public perception and understanding of the LA riots. The intense scrutiny of the media coverage underscored the importance of responsible and ethical journalism during times of crisis. As we reflect on the media's role in documenting the LA riots, it's evident that their coverage not only served as a window into the turmoil that gripped the city, but also as a catalyst for change and introspection. The world watched, and the impact of that collective gaze reverberates to this day. After the chaos of the LA riots, the city was left in shambles. The immediate aftermath was a time of rebuilding and reflecting. Many communities came together to clean up and repair the damage, demonstrating incredible resilience and solidarity. But beneath the physical restoration, there was also a deep collective reflection on the underlying issues that led to the unrest. It was a time for tough conversations and introspection, as people sought to understand and address the root causes of the unrest. Businesses and residents alike faced the monumental task of rebuilding their lives and livelihoods. While the physical damage was extensive, the emotional and psychological toll was equally significant. Yet, amidst the devastation, there were stories of hope and unity. Volunteers and organizations banded together to provide support and assistance, demonstrating the incredible strength of the community in the face of adversity. As the city began to heal and rebuild, it became clear that the scars of the riots would not be easily erased. The events of 1992 sparked a nationwide conversation about race, inequality, and justice, leading to positive changes and progress in many areas. The rebuilding process was not just about repairing infrastructure, it was also about addressing systemic issues and working towards a more equitable and just society. The LA riots of 1992 were a sobering reminder of the work that still needed to be done. In the aftermath, the city came together to rebuild, but also to re-evaluate and strive for a better future. The resilience and determination of the people of Los Angeles shone through, setting the stage for a new chapter of growth and progress. Let's explore the long-term impacts of the 1992 LA riots on policing and race relations. The events of that tumultuous period had a profound effect on the way law enforcement interacted with the community and how race relations were perceived. In the years following the riots, there was a significant shift in policing strategies. The LAPD, for example, underwent major reforms in an effort to rebuild trust and improve community relations. There was a greater emphasis on community policing, which aimed to strengthen ties between officers and the neighborhoods they served. This approach focused on collaboration and problem-solving rather than just enforcing the law. Moreover, the riots drew attention to the deep-seated issues of racial inequality and social injustice in Los Angeles and beyond. It sparked important conversations about systemic racism and the need for meaningful changes in race relations. This led to increased efforts to address racial disparities in various aspects of society, from education and employment to criminal justice. The 1992 LA riots left a lasting mark on the city and the nation. It prompted a re-evaluation of policing tactics and a renewed commitment to addressing racial inequality. These long-term impacts continue to shape discussions and policies related to law enforcement and race relations today. As we reflect on the events of 1992, it's important to acknowledge the lessons learned and the unfinished business that still remains. Looking forward, it's clear that the LA riots were a catalyst for change, sparking conversations about race, inequality, and social justice that continue to shape our society today. One of the key takeaways from the aftermath of the riots is the importance of community empowerment and engagement. It's inspiring to see how individuals and organizations came together to rebuild and uplift the affected areas, demonstrating the resilience and strength of the community. At the same time, there is still unfinished business when it comes to addressing systemic issues that contributed to the unrest. It's crucial that we continue to advocate for meaningful reform and investment in marginalized communities, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive. As we move forward, it's essential to keep the lessons of the LA riots in mind and work towards creating a more equitable and just society for all. The events of 1992 serve as a powerful reminder of the work that still needs to be done, and it's up to each of us to contribute to positive change in our communities. As we wrap up this episode, we have delved deep into the events surrounding the 1992 LA riots. It's a stark reminder of the societal issues that continue to challenge us as a nation. However, in the aftermath of the riots, we witnessed a city healing and a nation watching. The rebuilding efforts, community initiatives, and enduring spirit of resilience have left a lasting impact. As we reflect on this pivotal moment in history, let's continue to engage in open dialogue, empathy, and seek understanding as we work towards a more inclusive and equitable future. Thank you for joining us for this insightful episode on the 1992 LA riots. Stay tuned for more thought-provoking discussions. Take care, and until next time, remember to be kind and stay curious. Goodbye for now.